Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday number 69, A Blessing in Disguise. Questioner: after some more research, I found evidence that there really is a 50-year-old plan being designed to create the new world order, and COVID-19 is only the disguise to make this shift for our future. It is clear to me that this movement is more manipulation towards power and wealth and not towards true community and human connection. I feel confronted with the powers that control us on this planet. I am triggered by this abrupt shift, and it reminds me of losing my freedom with gangsters when I was young. I am watching how the scene COVID-19 is triggering a strong reaction of my ego wanting to rebel against something. A part of me really feels there is a group of people who are manipulating us, and I must fight back for our freedom. Is this something I should act on? Okay, well, it sounds like you are doing some internal investigation, and that's very good because you're starting to see how the external world is triggering something that happened to you when you were young. So you're seeing a correlation there, and that's where the spiritual work is. So the first thing is, it's very clear that you want the vision of oneness, and you want to become free of this dualistic vision that is chasing you, running you. So there is a process you must go through. So you must identify the anger and the pain and the hurt that you felt with these gangsters. You go back there and you identify it. Once you get in touch with the anger, you have to feel it. You have to eventually embrace your anger. And what happens is when you do the embracing of the anger or the hurt, then you are now contacting that part of you that was disassociated at the time of the youthful trauma in your situation with the gangsters. So when you embrace the anger, then you are eliminating the duality, and then there's some healing taking place. So after you have done this part, then you can look at it in another way. So there's several different ways to look at this situation. Another way is to see that, to question, like, what you are seeing, is it really what it is? Because really it's just a kind of a reflection, not a reflection, but a memory of something else that was similar. So we're triggered this way. So in your case, it's feeling controlled by powers greater than you. And the gangster scene seems to be appropriate that this is happening for you. But here's another way to look at it. That there is something greater than those gangsters. There's something greater than those powers running the globe. And that is the divine. The divine actually has created a big dance and put all of us as characters in it. And those global power characters are playing a very important role in your liberation. And the other thing you can say is that if they really are coming from their ego, need for personal satisfaction to control the rest of humanity, well, then they're out of alignment with the divine. And anybody who's out of alignment will receive the karmic results of playing that kind of game. You don't have to worry. You don't have to do anything because everyone will receive their karmic results. So this keeps you from having to take action and create more karma for yourself. Just stay really, really close to what's occurring for you. Another way to look at this, to even go deeper, is ask yourself, who's the one who's being hurt? Who is the one who wants to take action? So what you're looking at is that there is actually a phantom I inside of you that you're feeding from, because it's unaddressed issues from the past. So this I is still alive, and that's why it wants to get back or fight back. But once you eliminate this phantom I and you have a good look at it, and you realize that it's not really there, then all the suffering that came from that I disappears. And this is the deeper work. So one way is to look at it like it's just the divine playing a whole game, and then you can just surrender your need to fight back, because really it's the illusion that you need to see. Because when you see that there is no powers out there that have more power than the divine, that those powers are also being manipulated by the divine, and that those powers will also wake up from their dream of illusion, of thinking they've won and they're gaining power. It's all a big bluff. And you got to wake up to that. So when you wake up to that, then no one's got any power over you. You're the one who's been giving your power away to those powers by believing that they're real. So simply just really get that the only real thing is you, the observer, the watcher, because you can pull out of that and watch the whole scene. If you can watch the whole scene and watch all your reactions inside, you realize that it really is a big dance. It's a big show, and everybody's got particular roles and characters to play, but all for the sake of your liberation. So I call it a blessing in disguise. Do you see it as a blessing in disguise? I hope so, because that's where your liberation is. Okay, bye for now. See you next Wisdom Wednesday.